Self. I realized I tend to refer to the self often. To begin with, we should strive to become aware of our inner being, where our integrity resides. Sit and quiet your mind. Breathe deeply and exhale. Allow your consciousness to feel your state of being. Begin with your stomach, as it tends to be the first place we hold our emotional energy. We use food and drink to numb and hold denials in our bodies. Allow your consciousness to sink into your body. Where does it feel inflamed? Is there any throbbing or constant pain? This is where self-awareness begins. As you begin to acknowledge how your interactions with others and your environment affect your well-being, you can choose to feel or numb yourself. The choice is yours. If you choose to numb yourself, you have chosen to remain in the ego self, living in separation. If you choose to feel, you open the door to understand the true meaning of self. As you begin to recognize your reflection in those you choose to interact with, you will come to recognize the aspects you love about yourself and those that trigger you. All life is connected. As you begin to recognize the frequencies you feel and how they affect your state of being, you can choose environments, food, and drink that will fill you with vitality. You will begin to recognize when your energy is being drained, as well as mood changes when immersed in negative frequencies. For some, the environment they immerse themselves in is toxic, draining their ability to feel connection to subtle energies or any dis-ease forming within. Some people consume ultra-processed food and drink, numbing their ability to feel subtle energies, forcing their bodies to work harder, absorbing what little vitality it holds, cementing their consciousness in the ego self of separation, always seeking acknowledgement and praise, unable to feel the void of separation. As we open our consciousness to awareness, we begin to recognize if our relationships are balanced or draining our energy, depending on the connection between you. As we shed our judgments and accept that we are connected to everything, we can recognize our reflections in all things. When we recognize our reflection and our behavior towards others and our environment, we can choose to honor and respect ourselves or deny with fear and self-loathing, unable to accept our reflection with love and compassion. As we begin to honor the self, judgment, hate, fear, and loathing are replaced with compassion, love, understanding, and acceptance. When you reside in the ego self, separation and division create a fragile illusion, vulnerable to chaos, judgment, and anxiety. We use clothes, careers, and possessions to create our sense of self-worth, separating ourselves from the reflections we disdain. We can choose love and realize that we all want to feel safe, loved, and accepted. How we treat others is the foundation of our acceptance of self, or denial of it. Remember, when judging someone, to take the time to understand why you were triggered and support the opportunity to grow that your reflection has presented to you. When we honor the self, compassion, love, and unity can change the world. Remember, we are all connected, and self includes you and all living beings. Remember to feel and live knowing we are one.